back with another video, and today I'm showing y'all how to pick the hair sizes. That's what I'm using to braid the hair with. That's a new edge control that I'm trying for y'all. I couldn't find my jam at the time, I'm not gonna hold y'all, so I used this one. And honestly, to lay edges, I don't really like it that much. I was gonna do a video to show you guys like different edge controls that I suggest, or I am gonna do a video, so I've been testing them out. That's not one of them, okay? It is like, that's not one of them. Y'all will see why in the video. Anyways, today I'm teaching you guys how to pick the right sizes of hair to braid with, because I feel like I watch a lot of braiding videos, or like how to braiding videos, and no one really explains to y'all how to pick the right amount of hair to braid with. They just say, you know, oh, just pick up the right amount of hair, or pick up the hair that you're going to use to braid, and not really telling you how much hair to pick up for real, or how to determine how much hair to pick up. So I'm here to show you guys how to do that today. It's Halo Gang, it's your girl Angelica. I'm back, I'm with y'all, and let's get into it. Okay, so I'm gonna do 3 different sizes for you guys today: small, medium, and large. I didn't do jumbo, but honestly, by the end of this video and how I explain it to you guys, y'all will be able to pick out jumbo for yourselves and determine that for yourselves. So we're starting with the small. Please don't say anything about my parting or the fact that some of my braids come out a little crooked, guys. I just wanted to give you a good view, and you really cannot part perfect on mannequins. Please do not come at me. Okay, so the way that I start to determine how much hair, braiding hair, I should pick out is by seeing how thick the part is, right? So I try to match up how much braiding hair I pick up with how much hair I have out in that particular part that I'm trying to braid, right? So I put a little bit of edge control on my finger, and then I put it onto the braiding hair just to make it a little stiff, because this hair is super soft, so I like it to make it a little stiff just to make it easier to hold and handle. So one way to be able to tell if you have enough braiding hair is if the braid looks even, and by even I mean that there's not super bulky pieces of your own hair poking out, or bulky pieces of the braiding hair poking out. Like each strand looks even and everything matches all the way around, and it's, you know, just the same size. And then as I was recording, y'all, I was like, I might as well go ahead and show them another way to braid hair. The first way I did it is literally just an easier way to braid, but if you know that you don't have the best grip yet, I would say it's easier to go ahead and split your one piece in 2 and start with 3 strands, and then break the hair that you're about to braid up into 3 strands and add the hair that way, because it provides a better grip. Unless you were doing the rubber band method, then you can go ahead and wrap the hair around and braid it like that, and you don't need the best grip for that because the rubber band grips it automatically for you. And then, just like I was saying to you guys earlier, you can see that it's even all the way around. Every piece in the strand is the same amount of hair, and so it just is like a cute braid. It's all even and it's good to go. I picked the right amount of hair. Okay, and here I'm just showing you guys another way to determine how much hair you would need. So I did that by wrapping it around my finger and just making it smaller just to see, or I just squeezed the two pieces to, I mean not the two pieces, but you know, the whole part of the hair strand together and see how big in diameter it is then to be able to match it up to the piece of braiding hair that I'm going to use. Okay, and what do you guys think? Is this piece of hair, like, do you think this is going to make an even braid all the way around? Is the piece of braiding hair that I picked up, is it too big? Is it too small? Like, from that piece that I held up and show you, and feel free to go ahead and rewind to see it again. Okay, so if anybody said that the piece of hair that I picked up was too big, you are right. And you can tell that it's too big because some parts of the braiding hair are like sticking out beyond the mannequin's hair, and that's one easy way to tell. Another way to tell is look at it. It does not look as cute as my other one, does it? Okay, so now I'm gonna do the right amount of hair for a medium sized braid. You see, I went ahead and I sized the braiding hair up with the amount of hair that is in my part, and then I decided to make the knot again so you guys can see that way. Since I used just wrapping the hair around my part the last time. So I made my 3 strands with the braiding hair, and then I'm going to go ahead and part the mannequin's hair into 3 pieces. And then with this method too, you would think, I don't want you to think that you have to pick up more hair because it's 3 strands, when in actuality, because you're splitting the mannequin's hair or your own hair or your client's hair into 3 pieces, and then you're splitting the braiding hair into 3 pieces, it's still the same amount of hair. So don't feel like you have to pick up more hair because you're splitting it into 3. Now the mannequin strands are smaller that you're working with, so the braiding hair strands should be smaller that you're working with to match. And then again, all the strands are even. It's even all the way around. Yes, and then look at it lined up with the other braid that has too much hair in it. You can see that it's thin at the top and then it gets bulky, whereas mine, the second one that has the right amount of hair, is even the whole way through. It's the same size the whole way through. Okay, so now we're onto the large braid, and I put the hair right there just to give you guys a different perspective of how much braiding hair that I was picking up at a time. Also, I, played with it a little bit and squeezed it a little tighter just to show you guys how much hair was really in my hand, because sometimes braiding hair can be deceiving and it can look like you picked up a lot, but you squeeze it together and it's not as much as you thought you picked up. Or sometimes you could pick up too much and squeeze it and leave out squeezing it together and see that you picked up too much braiding hair for your braid. So I just wanted to show you guys that and made sure that I covered that for you as well. And then I went ahead and split the hair into 3 pieces and then braided it down, because honestly that really gives you the best grip without a rubber band, or if your grip is just not up yet, that honestly gives you just beautiful grip. Unless you're doing knotless, that's a whole other situation. But if you're doing braids like this, the traditional way, then yes, beautiful grip. 10 out of 10. And then y'all, I thought I figured out how to tuck. I shocked myself a little bit with this. I was like, uh-oh, wait a minute. Did I just unlock something new? I had to flip it upside down to see, y'all. I was like, wait a minute. Did I just learn how to tuck? So we're going to address this in another video, because I think I almost got it by accident too. But that's the end of the video, Halo gang. Now y'all know how to pick your pieces to braid your clients up or your own self up as you should.